Hello, everybody. This is D from the Flex Zone, getting sports how you want it when you need it. Was not able to be on with you guys on Monday night. We had some technical difficulties, work through it, but a little late for me. But wanted to get on, man. It was burning me. And first of all, thank you all for supporting us. Check us out on all social medias. As we coming at you right now on the YouTube. But the team that we used to know as the Los Angeles Lakers. That's the only time I'm going to refer to them as that. I'm going to refer to them as Charles Barkley has now, the team from Southern California. So that's what they are right now. I actually went back and looked at most of the exit interviews here this weekend. It's going to be some excessive language if I get upset. And it starts here. It's a damn shame what this team has become from the front office down. And it really started with Dr. Buss passing away. Jeannie Buss, God bless her. She's a nice woman, but she got some of the wrong people in charge. First, she had her brother in there, which wanted to hire Mike D'Antoni over Phil Jackson while the great Kobe Bryant was still alive. They finally was able to force the hand and get him out of there. We thought, okay, he's out of there. We're going to be all right. We're going to be okay. They went out, got other people over the years. Luke Walton, they tried to give a chance to. And quite frankly, afterwards, they got the guy from Akron in. You folks that big fans of him know him as LeBron James. He will be called the guy from Akron on this piece tonight because his antics is really showing his ugly head again. Get him. Power struggle begins. Magic was tied in and getting in when Magic was there at the time. Rob Pelinka comes in, of course. We know about Kobe Bryant's untimely demise. Rob Pelinka is his agent, his homie, is in there now with Magic. They still Magic. I think still wanted. Hey, we want to bring LeBron in, but we still want to have some young talent. And then when we get close, we want to get that trade, and that's what Anthony Davis was. So they made out with the trade with him, and they was able to win the NBA title. Granted, in the bubble. Clearly now, it's an asterisk on that championship because didn't have to travel, and we see Anthony Davis' knees need not to travel because his knees is about 50 years old. Plus, it was 50 then, they're probably 60 now. The way he gets hurt, it's a shame really because the man has great talent. I didn't watch his exit interview because I need him on the court. His input and his opinion is irrelevant to me until he stays on the basketball court. It really is irrelevant. But I'm going to go down the list here of the exit interviews. And then afterwards, we're going to talk about what the Lakers need to do in the future. Because quite frankly, they're strapped. They got a lot of money tied into a lot of dead weight. They actually just played Luol Deng off the books. You thought that would have been a hallelujah, praise Jesus chorus. But they got double, triple the money involved in some people. But we're going to start with the guy from Akron. Y'all call him the king. Even though there's only one king, he's in heaven. This is Black Friday. Thank the Lord for him. Jesus Christ. But LeBron James, a.k.a. the guy from Akron, that's what we're going to call him from now on, the guy from Akron once again. He's in there. He's talking all this good stuff on the press conference, on the exit interviews. Really didn't even defend Frank Vogel. I mean, just was like, oh, he's there. Threw him out to dry. Then afterwards, after he said that, he pretty much said the season was not a failure. I'm like, bro, first of all, we know in your case, you did play at a high level while you was out there. We'll give you that. Credit to you. You had a chance to win the scoring title. You kind of, and I think rightfully so to say, hey, the season, we're not going to make the playoffs. There's no point in me trying to come out here and bust my butt for 2 games to get this scoring title. Yeah, it would have been nice, but he kind of did the right thing there. It's going to be all NBA. But the season, bro, will always be a failure if you don't be a part of postseason play. You are one of the top. Some people say top 2. I don't. But he's still, in anybody's book, he is a top 10 player all time in the NBA. Top 10 player of all time. Your ass need not to say that it's not a disappointment because it's a damn disappointment with Laker Nation. We don't expect, not only with the talent you so-called put together and the names, you're supposed to at least get in the play in. But I'm gonna be honest with you. When we previewed them when the season started, I knew this was a flawed roster because we're gonna get to him in a sec. Speedy Gonzalez, Russell Westbrook, and LeBron James does the same similar stuff. They need the ball to do their thing well. And neither one was going to give up the power and position of what they had. So you kind of knew from jump it was going to fail. But to hear other stuff from LeBron, I mean, he's a good craftsman. We'll give him that. He's a good craftsman with his words and everything. But we're not going to see him. You know, they tried to invite him on inside the NBA. We're not going to see LeBron for a couple months. We're not going to see the guy from Akron for a while. I keep calling him by that L name. We're not going to see the guy from Akron for quite some time. It's going to be a while till we see him. And he did opt out. Does have another year on the deal, but then he goes out, you know, right before the season ends. Granted, they asked him the question, hey, who you like to play with now, you know, whatever. And, of course, we know the history of what LeBron likes to do. I keep calling him the L now. I don't know why. The guy from Akron likes to do when the going gets tough, he gets going. I mean, it's clear. This day, he when it gets tough, or he don't get his way, he bounces out. Hey, I love to play with Stephen Curry and Golden State. Yay! Yay! Thank you, Stephen Curry, by the way, by saying no. We don't want you. And Bob Myers, Steve Kerr, y'all smart guys over there in San Francisco. You're not going to trade Klay Thompson because you're not going to trade Draymond Green because him and LeBron are tight now. They're lovey-dovey. No, I keep saying the L word. God, it's like a virus now. Him and the guy from Akron, lovey-dovey and all that crap. It sickens me. It sickens me that anytime the guy from Akron don't get his way or feel like, oh, it's going to get tough, or secretly he probably told him, oh, you need to put a better team around me and all this other stuff. He wants to get going. This is the mentality today that's not good. It's not good in a lot of levels. You know, of course, I cover high school basketball for the Diaspora Network, of course. I'll check that out, of course. We've plugged all that in the end. But it's the same mentality, too. AAU mentality. We got the big transfer reporter now. If the going gets tough, the tough get going. Now, in some cases, some stuff you might need to move. Nothing wrong with that. But it's like every time something go awry or tough, we got to bounce. We got to leave. We got to roll out. I mean, it's crazy. And a lot of this starts because a lot of kids, college players, they look at the NBA guys, and let's be honest, the guy from Akron was the first one in his prime to escape and leave and move on to somewhere else. So we know his deal. We'll get to what they need to solve because he's a part of it. He did say that he's not going to be a part of any like GM discussions. They want to bring people in. They don't really need much of his input. I don't fully believe that either because we know how he gets down. If we don't have input, he's not going to be happy. So we'll talk about his improvement in that when we talk about the improvements in a moment. Let's get to Russell Westbrook. Let's get to him. Because he gets on there. First of all, they asked him the question, hey, why do you think you and Frank Vogel really didn't get along? Why y'all didn't really get together? He said, oh, I really don't know. I don't know. I don't really have a coach. Now, he said he gave him champagne when he came in. Hey, all that's nice. But Russell, keep it real, brother. You want to know why you were sitting in the fourth quarter? Because you sucked. That's why you sat. You sucked. You stunk the joint up. Shooting flatliners. They weren't even, I can't even call them air balls. They was like airplane joints. You fly and they just go right there, right under the net, hitting the backboard. You already couldn't shoot much. Now your skills are diminished. You're still fast. You can still drive to the hoop. But now you're missing layups at the hoop. You're not really doing much in factor of that. I don't know if you lost confidence throughout the year. You're definitely frustrated. You can't sit there and say you wasn't frustrated, And then you come out and say, well, I really don't have no expectations on what I want to do or anything like that. You're a Laker, man. Magic Johnson and them said it. You're a Laker. You got to have expectations. The expectations is to compete for an NBA title. I mean, you said the goofy stuff in D.C. Well, it don't matter if I have a ring. I'm paid. Okay. We get you paid. But there's a lot of people that pay to watch your games, man. cable, in person. Bro, you need to give a damn. Go out there and give a damn. That's all I'm saying. Shoot. People don't want to hear them whack excuses, man. Take accountability. Hey, and this is what Russell Westbrook need to do, because he's going to be back on this team next year, unless a sucker, Indiana or Charlotte, please, come and trade for him. I wouldn't do it. I get on the cheese whiz a lot. Even without Bradley Beal, they had a better record than the guys from Southern California did. They did. The team from Southern California, because I almost slipped up again and said that L word. We don't say that about this franchise right now, because it's terrible. It's a god awful show. Russell Westbrook, you need to take accountability, bro. You didn't get the job done. You need to work hard as hell this offseason. I'm not missing no more layups like that. I'm not doing the dumb stuff that I was doing throughout the year. And whoever the next coach is going to be, because you are not going to have no damn input in it, you better go out there and bust your butt for him and make it look like you want to do something. Because quite frankly, I didn't want you to begin with. And not only did you prove me right that you was going to stink this joint up and really make this team look bad, you exceeded my non-expectations of you. You exceeded them. You stunk it up. Literally. Attitude, play, all that stuff. Hey, look, bro. Nice you're a millionaire. Nice you're doing your thing. No doubt about it. But we can all compare this. If you sucked at your occupation, you suck. And you're going to get reprimanded for it. Now, you got $47 million, got a play option. I mean, it ain't going to take a genius. A knucklehead in the street know you're going to opt into the deal. I mean, everybody. Clearly. But again, take accountability, man. Take accountability. Be like, look, man, I didn't play. Instead of you saying, oh, I don't know why he didn't like me. No, you know what? I didn't play hard enough for Frank. Frank was out there trying, and as a unit, and I put myself at the top of it, we didn't get it done for him, and it cost him his job. That's all you got to do. All you got to do, man. So until you take accountability, I don't give a damn what you got to say, Russell, pretty much. I really don't. We don't care. What we call Frank Blanca, the agent that, like, that masters in lying. That's what he does, because they asked him a question about the team, the coaching staff. The only thing he take accountability for, hey, folks that made this team together, we have to do a better job. Well, that's part of you. You was part of that, Put these old fogies together. Guys was pushing mid-30s and stuff. And then some of the young cats you got was unproven. They ended up getting hurt. But then you have no to say in the exit interview, well, we're not going to play the blame game here and none of this stuff and all this other junk that you cold-called said. Well, you're playing the play game because a couple hours beforehand, you so-called fired your coach. Granted, your coach probably knew he was going to get canned, but he didn't officially hear it from you until after he heard it from Adrian Wojnarowski. Wolfsbaum, the night after, they actually did fight hard. None of the Divas was playing, by the way, and they beat Denver to end out the year in overtime. They fought hard. Actually fought hard against Oklahoma City, won that game too. So clearly you threw your coach up to dry, made him a scapegoat. You could at least had the DC to say, hey, Frank, man, we're looking like we're going to move on from you. I just feel like the players didn't listen to you at the end. We take accountability for messing up, but hey, maybe they did pay him a little something on the table. I don't know. But Frank Vogel, was it time for him to go? Probably so, no doubt. Not because of him not being a good coach. It's because his legs was cut on him. His own staff. He didn't even get a chance to pick his own staff. That's why Tyronn Lue didn't come. Tyronn Lue's had multiple steps to Clippers. A Clipper team that's playing tonight against the New Orleans Pelicans, a Clipper team that didn't have Kawhi Leonard all year, will not have Paul George tonight. They got far from the Lakers, was kicking the Lakers' ass, a.k.a. the team from Southern California, because I've called them that L word so long. It's hard. Bad habit, folks. I'm trying to kick it. Kick their butts. Reggie Jackson running around the Staples Center saying he owns it now. And you know what? The Clippers do own the Staples Center. They've been in the playoffs 8 straight years. They've been consistent. They're not the laughing stock of the NBA no more, to their credit. They're not. I give the Clippers credit for that. They're not. They're not anymore. They've actually been consistent. They just need to take the step now and winning the title. But they've been actually consistent. And I'd be like, well, they won the title a couple years ago. It was in the bubble. They didn't have to travel. Stuff worked out for them. I mean, it kind of helps, especially you working as a working person. If you don't have to travel to work, pretty much stay at work, so stay in that area and just come right back. Kind of helps. Help keep mileage off of it. But back to the liar, Rob Pelinka. Magic was right. He stabbed him in the back, probably politic, get his way up there. And the only reason right now they're keeping him because of the memory of Kobe Bryant. That's the only reason, to me, Rob Pelinka has a job today. Have a job today. They should not be listening to the Rambuses. Kurt Rambis or the wife. You have no credibility, especially the wife. I don't even, her making calls to the free agents and stuff. That's just a joke. I mean, I would hang up the phone if I was a major free agent. I'm like, why are you calling me? Why is Kurt Rambis a part of this? No offense to him. He was a decent Lakers player. But as a coach, he sucked. As an executive, he stunk. Why are you a part of this situation? Why? Just tell me why. I don't get it. Jeannie, you got to put yourself around better people. Rob, got to put yourself around better people. Now, if Phil Jackson was consulting, I'm not saying he needs to come in and be a GM because we've seen how that went when he was with the Knicks. We don't need him to come in and be a GM. But if you want to consult, that's fine with me. He has clout. He has juice. Nothing wrong with it. I'm down with it. But quite frankly, not good. The team from Southern California situation is not good. It's not good, period. It's terrible. The front office is bad. The players are among. I feel bad for Carmelo Anthony. I really do. Carmelo played his heart out this year, man. He really tried out there. I have no ill will towards Carmelo Anthony. He really tried. I hope he goes to a team that's contending. He goes get a championship. He deserves it, man. He played. That's how you're supposed to play as a later stage in your career. Not supposed to be like Russell Westbrook thinking, oh, I'm still the man. I'm still this guy. You've been on how many teams in the last 5 years? Different teams? You've been literally prostituting. You've been prostituted. You jump from team to team. It's terrible. It's bad. It's bad for the end of your career, man. You had a great NBA career. You're a Hall of Famer. No question. But it's terrible. Dwight Howard, bro, you got a title. It's time to go, man. I mean, why? What you got? What else you got to prove, man? You want the better players coming out of high school? You can go now, man. It's time to go. Trevor Ariza, you retire. They always cut you anyway. I mean, it doesn't matter. All these cats up in age, old. Lakers need to get younger. There's a problem, though, and this is where we come with some of the solutions they need to do. They trade a lot of their assets to get some of these guys they got now. So they don't even have control of their own draft pick at the earliest until 2025. It's not going to do you no good. You need to get younger. Clearly. Don't listen to the guy from Akron. He can't play with young guys. I don't give a damn about that. You need to get younger. Period. Point blank, bottom line. If you don't get younger, you're going to be stuck. And you don't want to be an old team losing because you ain't going nowhere when you're an old team losing. As in any sport. Period. They have to get younger. If Charlotte or Indiana want to be a sucker and trade for Russell Westbrook, you do it. You do it immediately. If the right deal come for Anthony Davis, depending on the right deal, I ain't saying any deal, but the right deal, consider it. If it don't allow draft picks, consider trading him. You need assets right now. You don't have any. If the deal of all deals come for the guy from Akron, trade him. Get rid of him. Get assets back for the future because these cats not going to be around too much more longer. A year or two tops. 3 years maybe, bro. The guy from Akron's a freak. It might be 3 years. If he stays, because, again, when the going gets tough, he gets going. That's what he does. He says adios to you. Bye-bye. I'm going somewhere else so I can pep them. Adios. I mean, it's the state of the team from Southern California is not good, man. It's not good front office wise. I did not like a lot of stuff I heard. I didn't hear any accountability took in much. And everybody should have took some because anybody that was a part of this year need to take some accountability. I ain't saying 100%, but it's like a pie. It need to be cut up, spread around. A lot of people, a lot of folks deserve some blame for it. No question about it. It ain't no doubt. Quite pitiful to me. Great franchises come. We already know the Knicks are a joke. They run around front office for James Jones the old one. The Knicks will always be a joke, but we give him that. But Jeannie, you're going down that same road now. You're going down the same joke road. You don't want to go down that road. What coach do you bring in? If you don't bring in a name coach that's got some clout, some championship clout, you need to pick his own staff. You don't have the clout. None of y'all in that front office have the clout to pick anybody. You can't even pick cherries, let alone pick a coaching staff. You have no clout. If Doc Rivers come in, let him pick his staff. If anybody with a championship pedigree is on the Lakers now or come in, let him pick their staff. You have no right to pick it. Juwan Howard is somebody, Juwan brother, stay at Michigan. Unless another great NBA job come up. You go get it, brother. Don't come to the Lakers right now. They're a mess. You thought you'd be mad at Wisconsin coach you wanted to fight. You'd be wanting to fight some of the front office people with the Lakers. You don't want to do that. With the team from Southern California. Forgive me again. Do not want to do that. Do not stress yourself out. Not have your health on the line for this franchise that, quite frankly, still think, we're the team to beat. We Lakers. Yeah, the tradition says it. But you're the team from Southern California right now. You're a joke. You're laughing stock. You're sitting home watching the postseason. Anthony Davis got ice on his knees. All them old folks running around. And you guys from Akron, what made you think you could play Russell Westbrook? That's what I don't get, brother. You study the game. What made you think you was going to get that? Look how many people that left this man. Talk about they left. They didn't want to play with him no more. You thought you could get something out of him? Man. Nah. Don't do it to yourself, brother. Do not do it to yourself. Okay? As the Lakers, the team used to be known as the Lakers, that is. We know them now as the team from Southern California. They get their act together, man. They're going to be in the hole for years to come. I mean, you trade all your assets that you can control. Now you got to either go out and get somebody else's assets. You got to live with something. And y'all and them celebrities play a lot of money. See those games at the crypto arena, whatever they call arena now. Rest in peace, Staples Center. That was a great name for it. I can't stand this name they got for them now. But they got to do something about it. If they don't, it's a wrap. They're going to become what the Clippers used to become. Laughingstock. Laughingstock LA, Dodgers doing well. The Angels in Orange County, they doing their thing. And on the baseball tip. LA Kings hanging around here and there, but they still got some consistency. The Rams has won the Super Bowl. The Chargers are a competing team, on most years. But you got to get it done. It's unacceptable that tonight the New Orleans Pelicans that haven't had the Pillsbury throw boy, or AKA in this case the Pillsbury shoot boy, Zion Williamson, haven't played a game, a quarter this year. They're in the playing, trying to advance to get beat by the Phoenix Suns. Like I said before, the LA Clippers won't have their two best players tonight. They hanging in there. They got a chance to go against Phoenix, a rematch of the West Conference Finals years ago. They're losing 5 games probably this year, but hey, at least they'll be there. San Antonio Spurs. No Tim Duncan. No Tim Duncan. No Ginobili. No Parker. Charles Ginobili. A lot of people say he don't deserve the Hall of Fame. They're stupid. He do. This is an all-time Hall of Fame, not just a pro one. It's for all basketball and national too. He's a great international player, great Olympian. He deserves to be a Hall of Famer. They're crazy for that. San Antonio Spurs are all them great players. They got a young nucleus. There were several games under 500. They made play and they lost to New Orleans, but they made play. Lakers couldn't even do that. Lakers getting mollywopped all over the court by New Orleans and the LA Clippers. We ain't even talk about the higher ranked teams in the West. I mean, the Memphis Grizzlies had their way with the Lakers this year. I mean, with the team from Southern California. I beg your pardon again. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. You're going to be on the bottom half looking up. I mean, if this was regular, the Lakers would have been I did it again, beg your pardon. The team from Southern California would have been nowhere near the postseason. Nowhere near it. It's ridiculous. It's a given disgrace. Jeannie Buss is listening to the wrong people. So you need to listen to the right people. Get the right people in there. Listen to Magic. I'm not saying all Magic ideas good. Listen to him. It's better than hearing from the Ramesses, the Rob Pelinkas. You know, it's disgrace what they did with Jerry West this year. Jerry West couldn't even get tickets in there. All-time Laker. All-time executive. He's went to a couple of teams, done his thing. He's a Laker, though. Treated him poorly. That's why Karma's, you know what, got you back. Sitting home looking dumb. Talking about we want to get the top coaches in the league and still try to maintain control of their staffs. I hang up the phone on you if I was a top coach. You call me. Click up. Hit a dial tone. Hit a business signal. Whatever. Nah, man. Y'all need to really sit down and really pitch. And y'all haven't done that since Dr. Buss passed away. I mean, y'all pitched the Marcus Aldridge here about, it's Los Angeles movies and all this stuff. How about what's on the court? What your product on the court's going to be? Because right now, it's below average. It's piss poor. It's terrible. You got all them people paying that money. Give a damn. That's all I'm asking. Not for a whole lot. Just give a damn. That's all you got to do. Care. Give a damn. Don't insult people. Intelligence. Don't say the season's a failure and we all know it is. Had your worst season as a team collective guy from Akron in your whole history. Even when you was carrying Cleveland early in your career. And they had nobody. You did better than what you did here. In the 4 years you've been with the team from Southern California, you got a title. Even though it was a 7-month pause, you got a title in that, but missed playoffs, bounced in the first round, missed playoffs. 3 of the 4. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. It is what it is. And that's what they're going to need to do, change it. Get some assets, get younger somehow. Granted, they're only, $26 million over the cap. Got to cut some salary, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, if a deal comes for Russell Westbrook that's anywhere decent, take it. Got to get rid of him. Take it. If it's cash options in the deal, please get it. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. That's what he did in Washington. Props to the Cheese Whiz. They knew. That's why he got to go. And they got rid of him. I mean, the other teams before him got rid of him. The Oklahoma Cities and Houston's. I mean, he just bounced around. After a while. Once the Westbrook jersey gonna have a split on each 5. He cut different color. It's crazy, but we're right at the 30-minute mark. Excuse me. We're gonna get up off here. I don't want to take up too more of your night here on this Friday. Check out the Dye Sporting Network, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Dye Sporting Network growing on the YouTube a whole bunch. We thank you all so much for it. On the Twitter at Dye Sporting Net. You got any questions for us? DonStevie22, gmail.com. Any coverage of pro-am basketball, high school basketball. I'm about to actually talk to one of my people here from the Bronson League now. We're going to have some updates for you on that. And the coach out Flex Zone every Monday and every breaking news that comes on. The guy's been doing a good job, man. So I did say I had a little time today. I had to come on, man. Guy's been pumping out content. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube as well. Get that rolling. I want to thank you all for your support. You can check out the Flex Zone on all the major platforms, the Twitter, the Instagram, the Facebook, at the Flex Zone 1. Of course, the Flex Zone podcast on YouTube. And of course, the money sign for both the Downswing Network, at Downswing Network, and at the Flex Zone One for Cash App. All donations are appreciative on both. Well, I say so long to you for now here. This is D from the Flex Zone. You know me as Demarus Dye. So long, and in the words of my man Cavante, team from Southern California, it's a thin line between goofy and great. And right now, you're on the wrong line on just very bad. You beyond goofy now. You're just very bad. Very bad and terrible. Get your act together. Peace out, people. We'll see you on the Flex Zone coming up Monday.